see on.
Oh, so they're gonna see my slideshow. Okay, great.
So it's literally just has to load and then it'll be live.
Okay.
We're about halfway there. You're fine. Smile.
Okay.
Put on your chart. There we go.
Hello, School 5 families, and welcome to the School 5 Parent Orientation Session. I am the building principal, Tara Lynn Hammond. This year, we're going to do something a little different, other than what we're used to, but our commitment to high levels of learning and instruction remain the same. For the first 10 weeks of school, we are operating virtually. This is new for our teachers, students, parents, and myself. Students, there are some new requirements with online learning. Zoom expectations. One of the things that we've been reiterating with the students and going over with them last week, and we're continuing to do that this week, is to be on time, to be quiet, to find a quiet place, and to be prepared. What does be on time mean in a remote environment? It means to wake up early, log on a few minutes before class, and when there's a presentation, you should wear appropriate clothing. Sit up straight. Be in the camera view. Chat responsibly. Raise your hand to speak. And type your question into the chat. To be in a quiet place means to find a quiet place in your home, maybe, in the living room, a quiet place somewhere in your house that you can focus on what the instruction is during synchronous times. And check your surroundings. You need to mute yourself when your teacher or other students are talking. Communication. Speak clearly. Look up when speaking. Stay on topic. No side conversations. You need to be prepared. Computer is charged. Your camera is on. Your headphones. Use headphones if you have them. Participation means to be focused, attentive, and to be an active participant. And be respectful. Be kind and be considerate. Those are our Zoom expectations. Next. Students will participate in live teacher-led instruction via Zoom and pre-recorded videos and lessons to watch. Students will receive reading, writing, math, science, and social studies instruction. The RCSD grading policy or grading will apply to all students, which means that assignments will be graded. Grading. Students will be graded for synchronous and asynchronous work that is submitted. Synchronous means that you are in a Zoom meeting with your teacher and you're going through activities, having conversations, maybe watching videos. Asynchronous means that you are not on screen with your teacher, but you still have work that you are expected to complete and submit. And attendance, students will be marked present during synchronous times. Students in pre-K, kindergarten, first and second grades will access lessons and activities through Seesaw. Students in grades 3 through 8 will access lessons and activities through Google Classroom. And you see at the bottom where it has the symbol for Seesaw and the symbol for Google Classroom, which can be found in Rock Connect. Teachers will have online conference times to meet with students and/or parents. Every student has been assigned a Chromebook and provided with learning materials. Parents, it's not too late to pick up your child's Chromebook and learning materials. Pickup times are from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 at the School 5 food site. Please email any questions that you may have to 5info@rcsdk12.org. And I see that some parents have been doing that. So thank you for honoring and actually just utilizing the school email to ask your questions. It is monitored by the school secretary and myself. Social emotional learning. Social emotional learning periods will serve as a check and connect time for teachers, teaching assistants, school counselors, and social workers. Attendance will be taken daily in each class. PTSO, our goal is to have parent voice in decisions that are made for the students. Please consider joining us for a PTSO meeting. Contact our parent liaison, Diane Leone, at diane.leone@rcsdk12.org. Thanks so much for all of your support, patience, and understanding as we continue to educate your children within our world of remote learning. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Adam Roger, who will address special education services at School 5. Adam?
Hi guys, my name's Adam Roger. I am the Associate Director of Special Education for School Number 5. I've started some of the meetings already, and many of you, if you have questions in regards to your child's services, you guys could contact the school and they'll get in touch with me. But I will be running all the annual reviews, all the reevaluations for students with disabilities. If you have any questions in regards to possibly getting your student services, get in contact with me. We could let you know what the process is for that. But I will be at School 5 on Mondays and Tuesdays. I am also at other schools. You guys can reach me via email. Also, my email is on the website at adam.roger@rcsdk12.org. I've started some of these meetings already, and I look forward to seeing a lot of the families and students. Next, you're going to have Dave Gizzi, who is one of your assistant principals.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Hello, everybody, and good evening. My name's Dave Gizzi. I'm one of the assistant principals here at John Williams School Number 5. I've been here for, this will be my 6th year, actually, at School Number 5. And it's been a pleasure to be of service to your children. One of the things that I would like to share is, and Adam made reference to this earlier, is our school webpage. I'm going to give you a quick tour of what the webpage entails. First of all, I'll let you know that you can get to our webpage from the district homepage, which is rcsdk12.org. You will just click on, there's a tab for elementary schools, and you'll see number 5 on the pull down menu, and you can access it that way. Basically, our website, and we've had a lot of folks who have put a lot of time in improving our website. First of all, it is the kind of thing where we continue to grow it. There are going to be things such as teacher web pages that are going to be up and running shortly. Many of our teachers are still working hard to get remote learning going right now, so they really haven't had the time to commit to putting together a web page, but there will be teacher web pages on here and some different, many different things, and I'm going to touch on a few of them. First of all, up here at the top in blue, these are district tabs, the district homepage. It'll take you there. You can go and get information on other schools. And there's also a help tab up here to the right. One of the other things I really wanted to make mention to is this translate tab. I thought this was fantastic. You can click this tab and you can pick a language, and I'll just pick Arabic for today. And you can see that it breaks down all of the information in our website in native languages. And this happens to be Arabic, as I said. So I thought that was a great addition to our website for this year. We do have many L families, and I'm sure that's going to be, a welcome addition to our website. Some of the tabs in the kind of the heart of the website. This is about us. We have staff directory, our mission and vision, school uniform policy, our school-based planning team, and our school comprehensive education plan, which is basically our plan for improvement. There's a library tab. You can learn about the great things happening in our library. I'm going to click on this one. This is our parent liaison tab. Our parent liaison, her name once again is Diane Leone. Mrs. Leone can be reached at this email address, diane.leone, and her phone number and extension are also included. So any questions parents you may have, you can direct through Mrs. Leone or any of our school administrators. This is the teacher tab. Once again, these will be live links to go into teacher web pages in the future, and of course our school calendar. One last thing I'd like to highlight, if I could. On the left side of our website, general information is included here, our school hours, phone numbers, fax number. Over here, you'll see where it says DASA coordinator. My colleague, Ms. Holloman, and myself, we are the DASA coordinators, and we handle issues specific to harassment, intimidation, bullying, and that type of thing. So if you feel your child is being harassed or bullied or is having issues that are, consistently causing, mental stress or infecting learning in any way, we are your contacts for that. Some other things, some distance learning resources. Miss Hammond had a lot of information to share, and I just wanted to make sure I showed parents a quick way to get a reference guide. If you click on that link right there, it'll take you here. And where it says, welcome to 2021 school year, you'll see this link right here. If you click on that, this pops up. Ooh, that's large. Okay. This is a kind of a summary of what the school day looks like for kids. It talks about synchronous and asynchronous learning for kids. And basically, like I said, Ms. Hammond covered a lot of ground in her part of the presentation, but this is a digestible, easy way for parents to just kind of take a slow look at each part of what remote learning looks like this year. Everything from attendance to Seesaw to some of the different platforms kids will be using. So that information, again, is on that tab there. Let me just go back. And that basically summarizes that part of what I wanted to share today. What I'm going to do, let me just go back one more. Okay, I'm gonna make reference to one more thing, I'm sorry. Let me go back to this last part here. These school events, we do have a school calendar tab, but these events are kind of the upcoming ones that are within the next week or so. So you can see that we have some different things coming up. We have an early dismissal day that's scheduled for the 8th. Columbus Day, we know that we are closed. Parent-teacher conferences, very important day for teachers. You'll be getting information about that. That's on the 13th. So mark your calendars for that. But again, this is the kind of thing, our website, where you got to go in, you got to experience it for yourself, click on the different tabs, and I'm sure that you'll find tons of information. So without further ado, I'm going to give it over to my esteemed colleague, Ms. Holloman, who's going to share a little bit about middle school, which is her area of expertise. Ms. Holloman.
So,
Let me stop my share. There we go. Okay.
hello, everyone. I am Ms. Holloman. I am the assistant principal for grades 6, 7, and 8. I want to say that just about everyone has shared everything that I wanted to say. Mr. Gizzi has done a fantastic job on navigating through the school website, the school page there, as well as Ms. Hammond. So the one thing that I am really excited about, though, is that our middle school, we have our own website, our own page, and I have to tell you, it is new and improved, and I'm truly, truly excited about it. I have some things that I would like to share with you, and I'd like to ask Ms. Leosa, our lead teacher for the middle school program, I'd like to ask her to share some of those things with you. Ms. Leosa? Ms.
We're
Leosa, are
actually
you able to hear me?
going to move over to Miss Rosenstratton first for her to share out some information about the teacher, some of the teacher office hours and other information, and then we'll come back to the middle school page. So, Miss R.
Hi, students and family. My name is Adriana Rosa Stratton. I'm a speech pathologist at John Williams School number 5. This is my 6th year in the district and my 6th year at school 5. So I'm going to talk a little bit first about office hours, which are something new this school year. Every Wednesday when we have our asynchronous time, your child's classroom teacher, and if they have them related service providers, will be providing the opportunity for office hours. Those office hours will be listed either on the Google Classroom or on Seesaw. The link, it might be on, I believe most teachers are using Zoom, but the link will be there. During office hours, that's a time that students or parents can stop by. Students, if you have any questions related to your work or any concepts that were covered, or you just need a little bit of extra support with some activities, please feel free to stop by. Your classroom teacher will be there for the hours listed. And for parents, if you have any questions or concerns that you want to address, you are also welcome to stop by and discuss them with your child's teacher. If you have a specific concern that you would like to address, you might want to reach out to the classroom teacher ahead of time to set up a time that will be private, but the teacher will be there for the full hours that are listed on their either Seesaw if it's a primary student or their Google Classroom for our elementary and secondary students. Ms. Leosa?
So what I'm going to share with you is what we have done for our middle school program, because it's a little bit more daunting to be going back and forth between several different teachers as opposed to a main teacher in the specials area. So going back to the website that Mr. Gizzi had shown you already, our link is actually right smack in the middle. So if you scroll down the page under information for parents, there's actually a link to the middle school program. When you click on that, it's going to take you to our new website that is under construction. So as has already been stated, Teachers are really working hard in order to make sure that the virtual instruction piece is met. And we are continually working through professional development opportunities and everything else to get this up and running so that every teacher can play a part. For the middle school program specifically, the teachers have been, we broke you down into 7th and 8th grades. If you keep scrolling down, vision and mission of the school, there is a newsletter sent out at the beginning of the year. If you click the link, it will actually share the newsletter and information going home about scheduling, what kind of schedules were provided to the students, expectations in class, how to access the student accounts. All of this information has been shared with you. And it can also be found on the middle school page. Other things that we have included are some resources like the Google Classroom tutorial. So if you are having a hard time logging into your Google Classrooms, there's a tutorial that you can utilize in order to help your child. The parent portal, we have a link to the sign on for your parent portal so that you can track your students' grades. You can see what their schedule is, and you can communicate with teachers directly through that. There's links to Chromebook help. So what happens if your Chromebook breaks, you can click here and it will take you to the district website in order to get instructions on how Chromebooks can be fixed. And there's some tutorials on how to use the different applications that your students will be using within their classrooms. Additionally, we added the glossaries for our ENL students. So if you click on this page and you need a glossary that's specific to your students' language needs, you'll be able to access it here as well. All right. If we come up at the top, one very important thing I do want to point out is the schedule. Our virtual schedule is not the same as our in-building schedule. And I know that many parents have been confused about that. So if you are wondering where your kids should be when, this is our virtual learning schedule. They are in each class for 30 minutes. They have a 5-minute break to go to the bathroom, get up, move around a little bit before they're to report to their next classroom. You will also notice that there's an 1.5 hour break for lunch and the period 6 asynchronous time. This was built into the schedule to make sure that any students that needed to go to sites in order to receive lunch or, have a break from the screen, because they do need that break as well. And then they're expected to report back at the end of the day. Okay. Grade 7 and grade 8 have been split up. You will be able to go to the page and you can click on any of the subjects that you are looking for. If you click on the subject page, it will take you to a page that links you directly to the teacher sites. So for example, our English program, if you have Ms. Sanchez because you are a 7th grade honors or an 8th grade honors student, or you have Ms. Sanchez for MTSS, you can click on Ms. Sanchez's name. She has provided you with an 8th grade honors schedule, a 7th grade honors schedule, a schedule for your MTSS support systems, and what your students should be working on. If we go back to the middle school page, you'll be able to do that for each of the subject areas. Again, some of the teachers have not quite gotten there because some of us are a little more tech savvy than others, but we will get there eventually. Everyone is in a learning phase right now. And I think there's also going to be an announcements page. Our monthly newsletter will be posted. I will fix that. I did not realize it was blocked, but it gives you the important dates for the middle school. So we'll be able to share with you like anything outside of school. If there's like upcoming parent teacher conferences, any communication from Ms. Holloman or Ms. Hammond that they would like for parents for that month will be located there. And I am going to pass this back to Ms. Hammond.
What I want you to know, parents, I'm sorry, I was muted, is that basically we just want you to know that we have a website that we want to use as one of our main hubs for communication. By all means, email, text, phone calls, whatever you prefer is still welcome. But again, our website is being upgraded and designed to house a lot of things for you to access that's even linked to the district website. So I think my team did a wonderful job here. Ms. Rosa Stratton, Ms. Leosa, Mr. Gizzy, Mr. Roger, Ms. Holloman. I just want to thank them for just helping to present School 5 information in the virtual parent orientation. Nice job. And if you have any questions, parents, again, we do have a School 5 email too. It's 5info@rcsdk12.org. And you have been utilizing it. So again, we have a lot of different streams of communication, but our website is one that we want you to really access in future, as we continue this school year. So thank you. Thank you for coming out and have a good night.